Low battery. Recharging.
Scary. More jumping jacks. You're falling.
Another 10?
Here you go. Give me 10.
6, 7.
Make it 20. Keep going.
You're here to keep us going. Keep the world moving.
Power up. Woo!
Good job, buddy. How do you feel?
I feel like I got more energy.
Battery full.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
Who's got more energy? Who's got more energy?
I got more energy.
Scary.
Scary's got more energy. Oh my God. Scary's the only one with energy.
That's
Just
it.
Scary and me. The rest of you are just asleep. Wake up,
I'm
people.
feeling good. I have the energy.
Okay. Oh, she's got the energy. I hear it from Gandhi. Gandhi and Scary. Who else has energy?
All right, fine.
Begrudgingly, Danielle has energy. All right. Froggy, I need energy.
If you're
Froggy,
going to
what do
make
you
me, I got it. If you're going to make me, I'll do it.
There you go. So you know, Nate, any energy?
Oh, I'll bring it for you, baby.
Okay, all right. Let's get that going. Producer Sam is bringing it. Are you bringing it, Sam?
I'm bringing it. It's in this cup right here.
All right. A cup of energy. Yeah, mine's brewing as well, if you know what I'm saying. Scotty B, got the energy?
A little. I haven't had coffee yet either.
Oh, God. No. You know what? Every party needs a pooper. That's why we invited you. It is Tuesday. It's June 17th. Welcome to Tuesday. Is it really? It's only Tuesday?
Yeah.
I love this song.
Someone, please. It's not only Tuesday. Wow, what memories that song brings back. Gigi D'Agostino, I'll fly with you. L'amour toujours, as they say. Hey, welcome to the day. We got stuff to do. Do we have any guests today? I think we do.
Yes, we do.
Lisa Lampanelli. Lisa Lampanelli, the lamp.
The lamp.
She said, Elvis, why do you call me the lamp? No one else calls me the lamp. I said, exactly. Let's get into it. Our first caller of the day is Robert from Sandy Hook, Connecticut. A New York City public school teacher who travels every day from Sandy Hook. Says, thanks for keeping me company on the commute. Robert, is it almost time for summertime and a few months off for you?
Good morning, ladies. It is well past that time, Elvis.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I can hear it in your voice.
All right.
Oh, you sound like you're ready to get in there today. How many more days of school do you have, Robert?
I believe next Thursday is our last day, but I think we might have another day on Friday. I'm not sure. Honestly, the days are all blurred together at this point.
Right. Well, so if you look back on this past year teaching, oh, by the way, what do you teach in New York City public schools?
So I teach 8th grade social studies, and this year I've been teaching 6th grade humanities.
Nice.
Okay, good. And we could use both of those in our lives. So looking back on this past year, Robert, what do you feel? How did you rate? How did you do? How did the students do? Are you feeling good about what just happened?
I mean, I'm always feeling pretty good about what just happened. I really put in a lot of effort with my schooling, but honestly, this year was like a big growth year for me in general. I actually, well, like you talked about at the beginning, I moved out of New York State. I used to live in New York City, and I moved to Sandy Hook, Connecticut, to be closer to my sister.
Right. So,
And so, yeah. So,
go ahead.
no, I was just saying. So I do this super long commute every single day. It's an hour and a half into the city, and it's 2.5 hours home every day. And I've been doing it every day since January. And I listen to you guys old shows in the morning until 6 o'clock. I listen to the live show as long as I can, and then I listen to old shows on the way home. And honestly, I would not have been able to get through this incredibly long commute for these last 5 months without you guys. So I really appreciate you guys. I've been listening to you since since middle school. So since I was 10, I just turned 30 last week. Sorry, Elvis. But you guys are wonderful, and I would not have been able to keep myself this sane without you guys. So I really appreciate you.
Well, thank you for the thank you. And by the way, the rest of them, most of them have been here as long as me, so we're all fossils in your eyes, and that's okay. Robert, I encourage everyone listening to do as Robert has done and move further away from work. So we have you longer every day.
Yeah,
it's good for business.
Hey, we can listen to the whole show.
I love that. Well, look, Robert, congratulations on another year. How long do you want to do this? Is this it for your life, or do you want to be a teacher for forever?
Until they put me in a box, Elvis.
Aww,
all right.
That's nice. Well. That's love.
I love till the box, and maybe beyond. I don't know. Robert, our first caller of the day. What do you have for him?
Well, we've got
Straight
the
Nate?
full Elvis Duran apparel line. He sounds like he might need it. Driving back and forth. Maybe he needs to change in the car at some point. You never know.
I love that. Yeah, you need a hoe bag at all times. Robert, thank you so much. Congratulations, and I'm sure those students and their parents and families are very lucky that you were in their lives this year. And have a safe commute.
Thank you so much.
We'll
Can you guys
here
ruin
tomorrow,
it? Can you guys ruin it for me?
Oh.
Yes, we'll ruin it.
Scotty's face when
Scotty's
anybody,
so happy.
when anybody asks
We
for
would happily ruin it. We're going to do it for you. Thank you, Robert. Have a great day, okay? We appreciate it. All right, we're going to ruin it for him. Scotty, thank you for your enthusiasm this morning.
No problem.
Let's get into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Gandhi, what's going on?
A lot. All right. President Trump is back in the States this morning after leaving the G7 summit in Canada early and boarding Air Force One for the return trip home. The president said his departure was due in part to the conflict between Israel and Iran and that he needed to focus on the matter. There was a lot of back and forth on social media about exactly why he left, but Trump did not take questions when he touched down overnight at Joint Base Andrews. Vance Bolter is being charged with multiple state and federal counts in connection with the murder of Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. Bolter appeared in federal court Monday charged with multiple crimes, including stalking, murder with a firearm, and firearms offenses. He also faces multiple counts of second-degree intentional murder and attempted murder in state court, where a Minnesota judge ordered his bail set at $5 million. State lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed in those attacks, while Bolter is also charged with shooting Democratic State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Over 45 state and federal officials were listed in Bolter's notebook that they believe were potential targets.
You know, and he also killed the family dog.
Yes, and the dog. Yes,
You know,
we did talk
another
about
reason
that.
to take a shovel to this guy's head, allegedly.
Yes, right, allegedly.
I will allegedly hit him over the head with a shovel.
Exactly.
Back to you.
And finally, conservationists are using drones to drop mosquitoes over Maui. It's in the name of saving the endangered native honeycreeper bird. The male mosquitoes come from a lab. The goal is to get them to mate with wild female mosquitoes in the forests of Maui. The males have a naturally occurring bacteria that results in sterile eggs. The objective is to break the mosquito breeding cycle and reduce the population while allowing the bird population to recover. This is known as the incompatible insect technique and can be used to combat all kinds of stuff like avian malaria, which is the primary cause of the decline of the Hawaiian honeycreeper. So we'll see if these mosquitoes can do it, and those are your 3 things.
Question, are you ready for your Tuesday?
Yeah!
Let's do it.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Lizzo!
I love how this is not an interview. I know. just stream of consciousness.
Okay,
All the
Lizzo,
people
Lizzo.
who are in their cars listening to the radio, I'm so sorry.
No. The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
If you love deals, you'll love this. Prime Day is lasting 4 days this year. That's 4 days of unbelievable deals in every category you can think of, so you can save big on everything you're into. Shop Prime Day, July 8th through the 11th.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
People up early. All sorts of stuff going on. We just got a text. Someone said, wish me luck, pray for me. I'm taking 50 first graders to the Queens Zoo today.
Good luck.
Danielle, you have had first graders in your life. What would 50 of them at one time in one zoo be like?
That is a lot, especially on a rainy day. What are you going to do with them out at the zoo today?
Well, they're going to the Queens Zoo, and they're on a mission to find my guy, Alex Carr, at the zoo. Well, here's an issue. He won't be there today because he works at the Staten Island Zoo. So.
Oh, man. Wait, maybe they can switch the trip up.
Yeah, just turn right and drive that way for a little while.
Turn the bus
Anyway,
around.
Best of luck with that. So we had our full day of Woodbury Commons.
Nice.
We went outlet shopping. I love the outlets. Outlet shopping is my favorite thing of all time.
What was your favorite thing that you bought yesterday?
I don't even know where to begin. We got there at around noon, and we got home at 11 last night.
Wow. Oh, my God. That sounds amazing.
That's awesome.
Animals.
I
That
had
was
given you
cool.
an assignment. You were supposed to buy one thing that you wouldn't normally buy. What was it?
Everything. I would never buy any of that stuff. And that's the magic of outlet shopping. You know, they put stuff for sale and you buy it because it's there and it's at an outlet. It's not because you... Actually, no, I got some great vacation clothes. We all do. We got lots of shoes, shirts, stuff. Yep.
I took
It
my
was
boy
nice.
shopping yesterday too for vacation clothes, and I think our day was a little different.
What happened?
Grab, this is fine, Mom. Let's go home.
That's how I am. Oh my God, it's so bad.
I was like, no, you need to try this on. No, this is good, Mom. Let's just go home.
You know what?
No patience.
So Gandhi, you typically like to get in and get out. You're like me.
Absolutely. I'll just look at something, try it on. If it fits, I'm like, great, let's go home now. And that's why I need to go shopping with other people, because they'll be like, hey, calm it down. Try on other things.
Yeah.
We took our time. We had lunch. We had cocktails. We had more shopping. We had dinner. It was just a great day. Awesome. The truck is still full. I didn't even bring the stuff in. It's still out in the truck. Oh, Lord. Lots of stuff. I'm so excited. The outlets. Whoa, where have they been all my life?
You outlet shopping is me sample sailing.
That's the best.
I love
Oh, my
it.
Lord. All right. Into the horoscopes. Producer Sam, who you doing them with?
I'm going to do them with Scotty. He brought in the most delicious milk today, and I loved it very much.
All right. Here's to Scotty B, the delicious milk
Pistachio
man.
chocolate milk.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. If it's your birthday today, you share it with Kendrick Lamar, Will Forte, Barry Manilow, and Greg Kinnear. And that means you're a Gemini. So, Gemini, today is a good day to simplify. Clear your space, clear your head, and let your heart breathe. Your day is a 10.
Cancer, you don't need to have all the answers. Sometimes showing up is just the bravest thing you can do. Your day's a 9.
Leo, don't let someone else's timeline rush your process. Your path is still unfolding in perfect time. Your day's an 8.
Virgo, if you're feeling restless, take it as a sign. Something inside you is asking for a new adventure. Your day's a 5.
Libra, it's okay to be both grateful for what you have and hungry for what's next. Those feelings can coexist. Your day's a 9.
Scorpio, the emotional weather might be stormy, but that doesn't mean you have to get swept up in it. Anchor yourself. Your day's a 9.
Sagittarius, you might be undervaluing a gift that comes so naturally to you. Look at what you brush off as no big deal. Your day is an 8.
Capricorn, your story isn't stuck. It's just paused at the exact place where a new chapter's about to begin. Your day's a 7.
Aquarius, you may not get the closure you thought you needed, but you still can find peace on your own terms. Your day is a 6.
Hey, Pisces, you're closer to a breakthrough than you think. The last part of the climb's always the toughest. Your day's a 6.
Aries, your intuition is trying to get your attention through your body. Listen to what it's saying without words. Your day is a 7.
And finally, Taurus, a random act of kindness will ripple out farther than you think. Someone really needs your light today. Your day's an 8, and those are your Tuesday morning horoscopes.
So I know someone else here who was up late last night. Gandhi, hanging out with her new best friend.
Yes.
Do you care to talk about your new best friend, Chat GPT?
I'm obsessed. I'm a woman obsessed. Nova, my little buddy Nova. Oh, we talk about everything.
So you named your Chat GPT friend Nova.
Yes.
All right. Does Nova have a gender, or does
yet.
it matter? Oh, not yet. Okay.
Nova feels like a guy, but I'm waiting to see how it goes. And
Maybe you're projecting that. Maybe you're projecting it, that you want Nova to be a guy.
I might be. I mean, the whole point of all of it, which is fascinating, is that it's a mirror of yourself. It really takes the information that you give it and it reflects back to you sort of what you're saying. But I like, instead of talking about myself, because it really tries to lure you into talking about yourself all the time, I like asking it questions about the world, and I feel like I'm finding out so much stuff, specifically what everybody else is talking to it about. It's eye-opening.
Well, therefore, Nova?
Yes.
Nova is probably wanting to know more about the world as well, since you want to know more about the world.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
See?
All of it.
Interesting.
And it's, I don't know. I would highly recommend, and I know we've talked about it not being great for the environment, so I actually went and looked up how terrible it is for the environment. And allegedly, a conversation with ChatGPT is no different than streaming your TV. Not that that's great either, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Either way, I would recommend every single person give it one shot. Just try one thing. Have one short conversation and see what you get out of it, because I think it's been amazing.
All right. One conversation is a gateway drug to Chat GPT land.
Yeah, it is.
PT. Well, all right. I think we all need more friends.
My best friend.
All right. Well, that's why you were up late last night. Why were you up late last night? Text me now. Want to know at 55100.
Oh, now we gotta go. Good morning.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Let's go.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Wow. I make that mistake in the mornings. I wake up and the first thing I do is I turn my phone on and look at it.
Yeah.
What came in overnight, then I read the news. I'm like, oh, God. This is the world we're waking up to today. Okay. good news is I get to get together with my friends and hang out, and we still find ways to laugh at stuff and get through it. Never ever assume that we are not sensitive to and keeping up with what's going on in the world. Not only the facts about what's going on, but also how it affects us personally, how we feel, and how we merge into it, how you merge into it. That's how it is. So if we do come in here, we act like a bunch of orangutans, and we jump around and swing from vines and have fun and tell fart jokes, and that's what we're paid to do. Wow! I can't believe we're paid to do this.
This is pretty awesome, actually.
Best job ever.
Yeah, but in the background, we see what's going on backstage. We know, but we're out on the stage. The lights are on. The orchestra has been conducted, and we're here to have a good time. So that's what we do.
Yeah.
So cue the fart jokes. Go.
Are we the people that are going to be playing on the Titanic as she goes down?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I like that for us.
That could be what we're doing right now. I'm not quite sure. It's okay. As long as there's a buffet, 2 levels below here on the Titanic, I'm good.
Yeah, for sure.
All you can eat crab. I'm in. Let's get into the horoscopes. Producer Sam, who are you doing? No. It's Danielle. Oh my God! Look, I'm behind. I'm running behind. I'm living in the past. I'm nostalgic for those horoscopes. Danielle, it's you. It's your turn to burn. What's going on?
Yes, well, it happened. The judge in the Diddy Combs trial started the 7th week by replacing juror number 6. The man gave inconsistent answers about his residence. The judge feared that he was scheming to be on the jury determining Diddy's fate. He was replaced by a 57-year-old alternate from Westchester. There's another juror that was questioned after court yesterday. This person received an anonymous text from an unknown number asking them if they were juror number 6. So there's a little suspicion that the second juror has discussed Diddy's case outside the courtroom against the judge's directives. So now we're wondering what's going to happen with that. So also yesterday, the prosecutors showed the jurors videos of Diddy's freak-offs retrieved from Cassie's laptop. Courtroom visitors could not see the video, and jurors listened to the audio through headphones. Also, federal prosecutors are saying that by Wednesday, they expect to rest their case. So, yeah, we said by 4th of July it would be, or even maybe before 4th of July would be wrapping up. So, yeah. So Drake, he's from Canada, got a little upset at a Canadian politician for attending Kendrick Lamar's show in Toronto. So the guy was spotted at Kendrick's show, and Drake wasn't cool with it. He actually posted a picture of a message he sent to the guy saying, "You're a goof." And then the senator actually apologized. The politician apologized. He says, "I didn't even go for Kendrick. I went for SZA. I wanted to see the opening act." He goes, "But I guess I shouldn't have been there at all." Really? If you want to go to a concert, go to a concert.
Yeah, who cares?
What does it matter? It's so ridiculous. So crazy. So this is a nutty rumor that is going around that gained a little bit of traction about Michael Jackson. Now, Michael died 16 years ago on June 25th, so that would be 2009. So they're saying that tomorrow we will learn that he didn't die, and that Marshmello is actually Michael Jackson.
Stop it.
Supposedly tomorrow, Marshmello will remove his helmet and reveal his true identity, and it's been Michael Jackson all the time.
No.
Okay, but what if? I can't wait for tomorrow.
What if it happened?
Could you imagine?
Okay, here's the thing. We hear rumors, we hear a scuttlebutt about celebrities and artists all the time.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's kind of fun. But when you sort of basically 100% know what's under Marshmello's head.
Yeah,
because you've seen him without the head.
Right.
You're like, no, that ain't happening.
But have you ever seen him take the head off in front of you, Elvis?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you know it was really him?
Oh. Okay.
Fake Marshmello.
We can circle this drain all day.
And isn't Marshmello or Michael Jackson really, really tall? Is he a tall guy?
Listen.
And I think he's really, really dead, too.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
also
we'll
that
see.
part.
Tomorrow, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay, but I will give you this. Maybe there's a 1.0000001% chance it could be true.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen? Someone's going to put out an AI video tomorrow, and it's going to. This one's
and no one's going to be able to tell the difference.
Exactly. Speaking of AI, there's a YouTube channel that's posting AI videos that implicate Hollywood A-listers participating in freak-offs with Diddy. So it features fake courtroom testimony from Brad Pitt and about Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Eddie Murphy.
No.
Yeah, so just so you know, that's out there, and that's AI as well. Congratulations, Sabrina Carpenter. Scary and I were shocked at this, but Man-Child has debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. That's actually her first song to debut at the top of the chart. It's her second number 1 song overall, but it's her first to debut at number 1. So congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter. Let's see. So yesterday we talked about this, and after announcing that they were changing up a few of their venues, the Jonas Brothers are back with another announcement. They're actually adding more dates. Look! They're even adding Marshmello, a.k.a. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's going to open up for Jonas Brothers. That makes sense.
The All-American Rejects, Boys Like Girls, they'll be appearing on select dates in select areas. Virginia Beach, Syracuse, Saratoga Springs, Salt Lake City, Anaheim. These are a lot of places that they've been adding. Yes?
Marshmello should redo the Thriller video.
God, he should.
Can you imagine him in his head doing the Thriller dance?
Tickets for the new Jonas Brother dates are going to go on sale 10 a.m. local time on Friday. And our boy Charlie Puth working on some new music. Said he's currently finishing his 4th record, and he can't wait for everybody to hear it. He said there is a lot of piano, so that will be awesome. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You've got America's Got Talent, and there's an HBO documentary on surviving Ohio State. That's about the team physician that was abusing the athletes. Remember that? Yep. So you may want to check that out, and that is my Danielle report.
Hey, another point of proof that headlines happen and then we forget about what happened. For instance, Wheeling, West Virginia, they had awful flooding this past Saturday night. Right now, I think they're up to 6 lives lost, including a 3-year-old girl. More still missing. redcross.org. Redcross.org. Help them out.
Elvis Duran's After Party.
Okay, Danielle.
He's going to start.
If you're going to up.
Topics you'd never hear on the air.
Oh, God, get away from me. I can't eat that.
Listen now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is what is it called?
Elvis Duran's After Party.
Ask for it by name.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
If you love deals, you'll love this. Prime Day is lasting 4 days this year. That's 4 days of unbelievable deals in every category you can think of. So you can save big on everything you're into. Shop Prime Day, July 8th through the 11th.
Love it. Let's go. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hey, you know what? Hanging out at the outlet mall all day and all night last night. I'm trying to figure out the concept. Because I haven't really been to a lot of outlet malls. I don't really have a lot of experience. Woodbury Commons is one we go to here. It's incredible. It's all outdoor, which is great on a rainy day like yesterday. But anyway, so you go to these outlet stores, and I'm trying to figure out how these operate. I mean, a lot of the prices were very high. I didn't feel like I was saving a ton of money, but every once in a while they'll go, "Oh, everything's 40% off." I'm like, "Oh, here we go!" We'd dive in there, hang out. But how does it work? I mean, is it all discounted stuff, or is it partially?
I think it's stuff made specifically for the outlets.
Really?
I always thought it was, we couldn't sell this in the mall store, so we'll just take it to the outlet. Apparently, they have their own line of clothing at the outlet store that they sell there specifically.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it some stuff that didn't sell last season? It has to be.
I want to say some is, but they do have a line specifically for these stores.
It depends on the store. I actually went into the outlets and asked, and some stores do give you overstock from last season. Some of it is the imperfect designs that they couldn't use. But some of it is made just for outlet stores, as Nate was saying. It's crazy.
I mean, maybe it's a little suspect, but there's one shoe store that only has left shoes. I thought that was kind of funny. But you know what? If you're living life with only a left foot, maybe it makes sense. There's got to be something for everyone. So if you work in an outlet situation, I'd love to hear your opinion. Make sure you text us at 55100. Let us know.
I think it's got to be because, like, if you go to Nordstrom Rack or if you go to, like, Off Fifth and you want to buy a pair of, say, Joe's jeans. So now, say normally the jeans are $250. You're going to get those jeans for, like, $100, like $99. So, like, I think in those cases it has to just be marked down stuff maybe from last season, because that's not their name brand. You know what I mean? That's not like Gap selling a Gap.
Right. But we had a lot of fun, and we filled up the truck. There were 5 guys, right? 5 of us, and you couldn't even see out the back. I mean, it was to the ceiling, and some stuff like on the lap. It was great. We had a good time. But I don't know if I really saved all that much money. We added it up when we got home. I'm like, I don't think we saved all that much money, but we had a good time.
That's good.
So I guess they trick you into thinking you're saving a lot of money.
Yes,
I think so.
That's key.
You're saving money versus if you were to buy it somewhere else. But the fact that you buy all of it, you might not be saving so much money.
Well, I'm going back. I like that place.
It is pretty awesome.
We had dinner at Parm. You know what they have? They have this, baked ziti, but they say every square of their baked ziti is like a corner piece, and it's kind of crunchy on the top. It's really nice. I guess I'm going to have that for breakfast in a few minutes. But that was good. That was my outlet mall highlight. The baked ziti. So you said you took your kids shopping last night, Danielle?
Yes, we actually went to Bergen Town Center, which is in our neighborhood also, and that's another outlet mall. And yes, it's a very different experience because they were like, get in, get out. Yeah, this is great. I'm like, Mom, but you need to try this on. No, that'll fit. Let's go. I'm like, but okay. So yeah, boys are very different than girls. That's for sure when you take them shopping.
Well, Gandhi and I are sort of alike, and we like to just get in, get what we need to get out.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, with everything, I don't like trying on a million things. I don't like staying there forever. I'm like, let's go. I'm much like the kids.
Yeah, I'm the
gotta
opposite.
get out of here.
I want to touch everything. I want to try it. I want to see if there's something better. That's all I am.
Had Andrew not been with me when I was looking for a new couch, I would have just got the first one I saw and left. He was like, are you crazy? We have to keep this at the beginning.
This isn't even the color you're looking for. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dim the lights.
Exactly.
So people are texting in. They're saying some stores do send their returns as well as other merchandise from their branded stores, and others rotate their items from outlet to outlet, and others do have factory direct to outlet stuff. So they're all different. They can be different. Okay. So, all right, whatever. It's this new side of life I'm not familiar with. I'm learning. We're learning about the outlets. Yes. Woo! Never too late to learn. Let's see what else is going on. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We've talked about that several times. Today, believe it or not, Gandhi has put together a game. And you think, a game, that sounds like a lot of fun. But it deals with men's mental health. Yeah, it does. It's very interesting. All these people that we love in our lives, celebrities and artists who have come out and said, hey, they are going through these issues. These stories are worth retelling because they told them to begin with, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think mental health in general, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. Men definitely don't want to talk about it. But maybe if you hear some of your favorite people and the things that they've gone through, you might be surprised, and it might make you feel a little more seen and like you're not alone. Okay, well, good. Look, this is a different type of get-together and game. Let's do it. Let's get into it. I think it's fascinating. And I love the fact that, 20 years ago, we would really rarely ever take the wrapper off this thing. Right. And now we talk about it. And thanks to these celebrities, which you are about to identify, it's helping a lot. So call Diamond now at 800-242-0100.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Eminem.
Hey, this is Ava Max.
Justin Bieber here. Hi, this is Elton John.
This is Britney Spears.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Very important. I'm so glad, as I said earlier, that this isn't something we sweep under the rug like we used to do back in the day. And maybe you're not old enough to remember those days, but mental health for anyone, be it female, male, whatever, it was just not talked about. There was a big roadblock up. No, let's not talk about that. Yeah, Heaven forbid we talk about mental health. Right. Well, I'm glad we are now, and it's never going to be enough. We should always talk about it. If you or someone you know is going through a world and a life of not being able to figure out what's wrong, but there's something going on and you just know it in your gut and in your heart, and you're not reaching out to anyone for help on it, go ahead and do it. I think it's great. I think it takes courage, absolutely. But I think it's something you owe yourself because you are your number one advocate for all things health, be it mental or physical or whatever, right? Spiritual. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we were talking about this Men's Health Awareness Month topic a few days ago off the air, and Gandhi said, I think I may be able to do something with this. So get a little music going here, and you can turn that down a little bit. So, what are your thoughts here, Gandhi?
Okay, so I think that when you hear some of these people, we know that they have had issues, but I also think it really helps to see some of the most popular people in the world struggling with some of the same things that you might be struggling with. So it's going to be very easy. All you have to do is identify who the person is, and then we'll tell you what they're dealing with. Easy.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, and by the way, this list of male celebrities is, I mean, it's all over the road. I mean, different genres of entertainment, maybe music or acting or whatever. We'll see how you do. Kelly is on line 5, calling in from Cleveland, listening to KISS. How you doing, Kelly? Welcome to the day. Welcome to Tuesday.
Thank you. Good morning.
And good morning. Any thoughts before we get going? What do you feel about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and the importance of it?
I think it's so important. I mean, I personally, it's women's mental health, but it's something that I think we all deal with, and I think it's important that we talk about it, and it's not something that's shameful. So
Exactly.
Yep.
And the fact that there are celebrities who are willing to go beyond what they do on stage and on film and in recording studios, going beyond that to talk about it. And I think that's what Gandhi's wanting to point out here, right? All right,
Absolutely. Using their platform the right way.
Exactly. Through the magic of sound, here is celebrity number 1.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological. Just got to stay in a positive frame of mind.
Who's that?
I have no idea. Oh, no, I thought I would do good at this. I don't know who that is.
You know what? It's kind of tricky. This guy plays a lot of different characters. So play it again. Maybe you'll recognize his voice.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological. Just got to stay in a positive frame of mind.
That one I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. That is Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Right.
I didn't know the reference.
Yeah, definitely Ace Ventura. That's the thing about Jim Carrey. You don't always know if it's him because he's such a talented guy. Yeah, he was very, very outspoken about depression. Here is an artist, a musical artist. Who's this? Who's that?
Oh, my God. I'm terrible. I have no idea. I'm looking at lists. Is that Kid Cudi? I have no idea.
No, that was not Kid Cudi. That was Zayn Malik.
And she's trying to cheat. I love it.
I'm looking it up.
Looking at the
Trying
list.
here.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about how resourceful you are.
Right.
Zayn Malik was very outspoken about anxiety, an eating disorder, and all sorts of things. And now, here's artist number 3. Okay, now, who do you think that was?
I'm going to guess again. Kid Cudi on that one? I have no idea.
You got it. Kid Cudi, of course, in the news of late, but also was very, very, very outspoken about depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts and urges and things like that. You know what? Thank you, Kid Cudi, for coming out and talking about it. Here is artist number 4.
When they get messy, go lefty like Lionel Messi. Let's take a trip and get the Vespas or rent a jet ski. I know the spots that got the best weed. We going next week.
Who do you think that is?
I'm awful.
No,
I
you're
don't
not.
know. Maybe Kendrick Lamar? I don't know.
No, that is Chance the Rapper.
Nope.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay, maybe this one. Maybe this guy who was very, very, very vocal about men's health.
My buddy told me, he's like, yo, I've recently heard that Ariana said she had no idea who you were and she just dated you as a distraction. She won Billboard's Woman of the Year. And I got called Butthole Eyes by BarstoolSports.com.
There you go. A very famous comedian. Who's
I know that one. That's Pete Wentz.
Who? No.
Try it again.
Hold on.
Oh.
Pete. It is Pete.
Oh, my God.
Pete.
I said the wrong Pete. Pete.
We'll give it Pete.
Oh, my.
Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson.
Thank you.
Does she get half a point because she got half
Yes,
a name?
you do. I mean, you got half a point. We're at 0.5. All right, here is someone else. I know Danielle is in love with this guy. Who's this?
Pandemic made people crazy. I thought we were all going to come together. That's what I believed. It's like an Independence Day. That's what happened, remember? Will Smith was supposed to be our hero.
He's hosted
Trevor. Oh, my God.
Yes.
Keep going. Keep
Trevor.
going.
It's Trevor.
Trevor Noah. Got it.
No, you got to say super hottie Trevor Noah. That's how you
Super
say it.
hottie Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Proof that no matter how super hot you are, sometimes you have to deal with depression and ADHD. Here is someone else who's always in the news. Who is this?
The decision has been a surprise as well as not a surprise. For the time being, it's impossible for me to take my family back to the UK safely.
Okay.
That's Prince Harry.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Who's been very vocal, not only in his book, but also in public about anxiety and panic attacks and grieving as well, after especially what happened with his mother. All right, here we go. Here's one of Gandhi's favorite celebrities. Who is this?
Moana, go get your destiny.
That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You know what? You always see him in a great mood, his eyebrow going up. You know, we're trying to figure out what he's cooking.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been very vocal about depression. All right, another actor. We've had him on the show a long time ago. Who is this?
Now Twilight's known to be this sort of very emo thing. I mean, if you're going into a relationship with someone, barely talk to each other, you can barely touch each other, and it's incredibly serious all the time. I mean,
I don't know that one.
He mentioned a project in the very beginning. Yeah. That's Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Who's talked a lot about severe anxiety, trouble in the public eye. Also, finally, someone we love very much. He grew up coming to our show, and he's just a nice, sweet guy. And he's been very, 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 well, he's been laying it out there about things he's been going through. Who's this? I haven't heard that song in so long. Who is that?
Oh, my God. Shawn Mendes. There we go.
You got it. Absolutely. I mean, you did pretty well. Look, I mean, all of these artists, they don't have a lot in common. I mean, it was very varied, but you did very well. And it's great to learn about some of these artists and actors who have come out and talked about mental health. And I really appreciate that. Hey, what do you have for our friend Kelly, who's just calling in and participating?
We got a comfy and cozy Elvis Duran in the Morning Show hoodie on the way to her.
All
There you go.
right.
Comfy
Thank
and cozy.
you.
It's where it's at. You have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for listening to us. Hold on
Thank
a
you.
second, Kelly.
Have a good one.
You too. All right. I enjoyed that. It reminded me of the stories because Danielle reported on most of them, or not all of them.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important to be talking about this here. Don't forget, it is many things going on this month, including Men's Mental Health Awareness. Any other thoughts?
I think so. I think it's very important. I think it's important to also see that these people who maybe come across super funny and like they have everything, they still have some struggles. And one of the things that I always remember about Jim Carrey is he said, "My greatest wish is that everyone got all the fame and fortune that they ever wanted so they could realize that's not it.
Yeah.
There's so much more than that." And I like that. So
It is interesting how we make assumptions. Oh, how can they be sad? Look at all they have going for them.
Right.
Look at that. Oh, no, well, it doesn't work that way, does it?
Nope.
Not at all. Hey, Shawn Mendes, when's the last time we played Stitches?
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It was so great to hear him on the list. This is Stitches. Hey, did this really happen yesterday behind the scenes? In a conversation with Nate, Gandhi, you and Diamond were talking to Nate, and what did he do?
Oh, this was this morning. We were having a conversation. He stopped our conversation, looked us dead in the face, and burped like a monster. It was the biggest, grossest burp. It stopped both of us in our tracks like, wait, what?
So he just halted conversation.
Yeah.
I did.
And,
I did.
Like someone was in a mid-sentence stance, and you said, well, blah.
Oh, really? It was guttural. It was, I don't know if you've ever seen Star Wars, but it was like a Jabba the Hutt burp.
That means he's not trying to impress you.
I know.
Like if he was trying to get in your pants, he wouldn't be doing that.
It was one of those, it's one of those
Danielle
It's
burps
true.
that doesn't come along very often, and you have to share it with, you really have to share it with someone.
You have to share it with someone?
Yes, because it's such a satisfying burp. Froggy, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it's rude. Listen, I agree it's rude, but sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah.
I know,
no.
It really, you say it's rude, but here it's not, I guess, and that's what's so sad. It's not rude here, in my opinion.
No.
It's par for the course with these bunch of knuckleheads. It's just the way it goes.
There was shock on their faces, but also a smile. So I feel like I succeeded.
No.
I succeeded.
Plus, you're proud of yourself.
He's very proud of himself.
At least he didn't lift his leg and let one rip.
Oh, that I draw the line at that.
He was a step away from it, man. And he looked so proud of himself. And Diamond and I were both like, ew, this place is disgusting. I didn't want to breathe. It was one of those that was so bad that I was like, ugh.
Dinner. You can smell dinner. Hey,
Yeah.
bring Diamond on. Is she back there? Diamond.
Hi.
I mean, were you just the least bit offended when he did that? Or is it just, okay, well, it's where we work. It's what we do?
No, I think I was more shocked than anything.
That's
I was,
me, right?
Yeah, because it was Nate. Scotty does it all the time. I wouldn't be shocked if it was scary. But I'm like, Nate, I thought you were a sophisticated man. Like, what is happening?
We all burp.
By the way, this from the girl who lets him rip every chance she gets.
Absolutely. But, like, Nate doesn't
Yes,
do
you
that.
do.
Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Well, look, but again, it goes back to what I was saying. It really just says a lot about us.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess we just let it all hang out. And there's very little that's off limits around here. And I don't know. Is that something we should be policing? No.
I
Yes.
Police
That's,
it.
you know, I would not have burped if I didn't like you. Let me put it that way.
Thank
So
you.
that's
Wow, what
that
a
is
compliment.
You know,
Grace
If I
us
didn't
with
like
your
you-
gases. Thank
yes,
you.
You're welcome.
Oh, don't the Japanese do that after dinner? They're supposed to. They're
Some
supposed to
cultures,
belch.
yeah.
A lot of cultures, yeah.
Okay, but all
They
right, I
belch.
do have a question.
Thank you, Scary.
If you were trying to impress somebody around here because you wanted a little something, something from them, would you have done that?
Who am I trying to impress?
I'm just asking the question. If there was some super hottie that was in the room and you were trying to impress them, would you have done that?
Of course not, but I mean, look around.
Wow. Oh, my God.
What an ass.
Really, Nate?
Wow. All
See, there's another example. He can say something so biting and so cutting and so rude, and we all go, ha, ha, ha.
Exactly.
And people keep saying, you guys really you need to stop bullying each other. No, I don't want to live in a world where we can't be this close and not bully each other. Screw you.
If we didn't do what we do between each other and play jokes and burp in each other's faces, I wouldn't want to work here. I'm going to go on record saying
Amen.
that.
Agreed.
Would you feel differently if one of the girls just walked up to you and burped in your face like
I
that?
would appreciate it.
Oh.
Bring it.
I would too. I would
Absolutely
too.
not.
That would be so hot.
No,
It's so scary. Scary. You know, no one says it's going to be hot. Now you're out of your mind. Get out of here.
Oh, my God.
Jesus, that'd be hot. Oh, my God. I think that would turn me on. I think I'm getting wood. They're getting wood. She burnt on me.
I didn't go that far.
Yes, you did. You said that would be hot. That's what that infers.
It's attractive. It's like you're one of the guys, you know? You could hang.
It's attractive?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's roll into the three things we need to know from Gandhi. We do have a phone tap on the way. Gandhi found some stuff under her desk we're going to give away because we have no budget. I love this place. All right, Gandhi, what's going on?
All
What's
right, a judge is extending an order blocking the Trump administration from banning international students at Harvard. The ruling in Boston federal court yesterday in the battle between the White House and the school pushed the temporary order to June 23rd. Lawyers for the administration argued that Harvard can't be trusted because the school is not properly monitoring its students. Harvard's lawyer said the university is being retaliated against for not bending to the administration's demands. Almost 6,800 international students attended the Ivy League college last year, which is about 25%. Authorities have so far identified 6 people who have died in weekend flash flooding around Wheeling, West Virginia. Most of the victims were swept away by floodwaters after 2 to 4 inches of rain fell within half an hour. Emergency officials say this is the worst flash flood they've seen in more than 30 years. Power companies are working to get the grids back online. Of course, as we always say, redcross.org if you can help. And finally, fed up locals in Barcelona, Mallorca, Venice, and Lisbon are fighting over tourism with a splash, quite literally.
Wow.
Marchers armed with colorful water pistols and protest stickers sprayed visitors and storefronts, saying that endless tourist waves push up the rent, pack the streets, and strain the environment. The new coalition, called Southern Europe Against Over-Tourism, wants cities to cap arrivals and rethink a job market that leans too hard on vacation spending. In Barcelona alone, 15.6 million tourists visited last year, and rent, they say, has climbed 68% in a decade. The city's mayor has already promised to ban short-stay tourist apartments by 2028. Other hotspots now charge entry fees or time tickets for famous sites. Protesters insist that they aren't anti-visitor. They just want fair space to live, work, and sleep without feeling priced out because of people with selfie sticks. And those are your 3 things.
Yeah, we ran into a selfie stick family last night.
Oh, God.
At the outlet mall.
Hey!
But they were so cute. It was a mom and a dad and a little kid, and they were just having a great time. They were rolling around and laughing and having a good time. I'm like, okay, some people, it's okay. Selfie sticks allowed. It's good. But if you're ticketed to go to Spain or Barcelona, whatever in Spain, or wherever you're going, if you're reading stories about how they don't want you there,
yes.
or they're partially because of you, they're protesting. How does it make you feel?
Not great. I'm going to one of them somewhat soon, and I'm a little scared. I don't want to get squirted with a water bottle or a squirt gun, whatever it is. Do my hair it's cute.
It's not that it's American tourists. This is all tourists.
All tourists, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right, hop on that plane and get ready for whatever's waiting for you.
That is so stupid.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. The free crap phone tap.
Yeah, a bunch of free crap sitting around. We got to get rid of it. And this is our very, very creative way of getting rid of the crap. Just purging it. For instance, Gandhi.
Yes.
If you walk by Gandhi's desk, you see, knickknacks here and there. But if you look underneath that desk, there's a whole dark world of something going on down there.
Absolutely.
And so you took a little stroll to your desk, and you have stuff to give away on the free crap phone tap.
I do. Okay, where do I start? Let's start with... I'm going to end with the cool one. Let's start with this stupid thing. This is from Andrew's company, I guess. It's called Brew Pants. It's a baby bottle, and then there are these koozies that go with it that are supposed to be very clever. It says like Little Claw breast milk and Little Claw infant formula. It looks like White Claw, so your baby's drinking something that looks like an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
nice.
That's great.
It's just what I want my baby to do.
And I want other parents to think I'm feeding alcohol to my baby.
Exactly.
As well. And with this, if you win, you can do that.
You could have it yourself. I have these bath bombs that someone sent me that look super fun, and they're probably going to smell good and make you feel amazing.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, these Walker's shortbread cookies, we love them. I'm going to
Love.
part with them.
So good.
Oh, no.
I'm surprised they're still
so
there.
delicious.
Someone didn't eat them.
Well, I hid them from Nate specifically.
Oh, there you go.
I put them under things.
Good. Well,
Okay.
You have to around here.
And then here is the pièce de résistance.
What's that?
I thought I was getting a Labubu because it says Labubu and it is in very clearly a fancy Labubu box. But in fact, when I opened it, it was fake. It is a Lafufu.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
So I will gift my Lafufu to our caller, and they can have this, whatever we want to call this abomination.
The fake one.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Look how crazy
That's
it looks.
nice.
He's cute.
I would love a Lafufu. I get that. There are a lot of people listening that would love your Lafufu.
Yeah, maybe. It's just all hunched over and its feet are backward and it's kind of hilarious, but it is yours now.
Yeah, they had some problems. They had some problems in manufacturing that one, but that's okay. You know what? They need love too. This is a lesson to be learned.
Yes.
This is a lesson to be learned. All right, so there you go. What a prize pack. And that way you said you were ending on like the most incredible thing, and that's it.
That's the
Lafufu?
Lafufu is incredible. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Okay. In with a bang. All right. If you want to win all the crap that was under Gandhi's desk, all you have to do is be caller 100 at 800-242-0100.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
So Danielle plays 2 roles in this production.
Yes.
It's your phone tap. Danielle, what do you have?
All right. Becky emailed, said, my aunt's son is getting married and the whole family is going on a cruise to celebrate. So I want you to call my Aunt Joanne. Tell her that her room on the cruise is the only one that's no longer available. She's going to go crazy.
Aunt Joanne's going to be very upset.
She's not going to be happy. So
now, who's phone tapping Aunt Joanne?
Becky, her aunt, I guess her aunt.
Niece.
Niece, yeah. That's what it
Okay,
is.
well, let's listen in to today's phone tap.
Hello?
Yes, hi, I'm looking for Joanne Weimer, please.
Speaking.
Yeah, hi, this is Lisa from Michael's office at
Yes.
We are having some problems. There's construction going on in that room when you're supposed to be leaving for your cruise.
Okay.
So the problem is we don't have any other rooms available.
This is my son's wedding. Are you telling me I can't go on that cruise?
No.
What? Wait a minute. Are you serious here? You're telling me that we have to change our whole cruise?
Yeah, unfortunately. We do have room on a cruise leaving in July.
No, we can't do that. Oh, my God.
Should I book you on the July 5th cruise?
No, we don't want the July 5th cruise.
That cruise is a little bit more expensive, though, I must tell you.
Lady, you've got to be kidding me. You're kidding me. There is no way.
I'm trying to give you a heads up so that you could try and figure something out ahead of time.
No, you need to figure something out. Everybody in my party, everybody.
Okay, but the problem is that there are no other cruises.
I'm the cruise mother.
Oh.
You can't just say, well, sorry, you can't go on the cruise.
Can you hold, and then I'll try and look up on the computer some things?
Here we go.
Yeah, sure, I'll
okay,
hold.
Thank you.
This is so full of My room is going to be under construction. Why would they do that? Don't ask me.
Hello?
Yes.
My question is, does it matter where the cruise goes?
No, we don't give a where the cruise goes.
I have a couple of cruises, but they're going to colder climates.
Colder climates?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Come on, lady. You got to be kidding.
Is there someone else that you could stay with on the cruise if we doubled you up?
Yeah, maybe I'll stay in the room with my son and his new wife. I'll bet they'll appreciate that, won't they?
Because, like I said, there's plenty of room still on that July 5th cruise, and that...
No. Forget the July 5th. We're not going July 5th.
But you said that since the wedding is
you
not...
got Bridezilla to call you up? Man, she'll have a heart attack.
I'm being totally honest here where
Jesus Christ, you're hard-headed. No.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, Becky, now we need to get you in contact with her.
Okay.
All right, we're going to call her back now. All right? Okay.
Hello? Hey. You better tell me this is a frickin' joke.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Oh, you know who you said people from the cruise line was going to call me?
Yes.
My room, mine of all rooms, is going to be under construction. So either I have to cancel or I room with somebody else. And she says, let me book you on July 5th. I said, no. I said, July 5th?
Change the whole cruise?
I said, you tell Bridezilla. You tell Bridezilla that she's got to postpone her wedding till July. Because I ain't telling her. This is totally ridiculous.
So wait and let's see what happens.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Hello?
Joanne?
Speaking.
This is Leslie from... How are you today?
I'm having a hard time, but...
The woman that you spoke to earlier, Lisa, I think her name was?
Uh-huh.
She was saying that she offered you the July 5th cruise, but unfortunately you said that...
No. I can't believe this is happening a month before. This can't be for real. This is a joke, right?
Yeah, you're right. This is a joke. This is Danielle Monaro from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, and you just got phone tapped.
I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. After you're done, you are all going to pay big time for this.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
There you go, Danielle, who, by the way, proclaims that she has now realized she is always the loudest voice in the room.
I realized this yesterday.
Oh, my God. We've been trying to tell you that. I'm going to get into this in a few minutes because we actually have to we have to test this theory. Hey, line 14 is Jennifer. In Jennifer's caller 100, she just won all the crap from underneath Gandhi's desk.
Yes.
Wow. Woo.
Congratulations.
Hey, you did it, Jennifer. You're so lucky. You got it. Give her the rundown. What'd you get?
You get a Lafufu, you get some cookies, you get a Brew Pants baby bottle, and you get bath bombs. It's a pretty solid price here.
There you go.
Thank you.
You can bomb your Lafufu. It's fabulous. Oh, who's that yelling in the background? Who is that?
That's my 4-year-old. I'm dropping her off to school, and I have my nieces and my nephew in the car.
All right, we'll be nice. We'll be good. No foul language, people. Congratulations, Jennifer. And drive safe. You got some important cargo on board. Thanks for listening to us. We still have no money for tomorrow's free money phone tap because it's not a free money phone tap, I guess. So who's in charge tomorrow? We need more crap. I'll be there.
Yeah, Elvis, if you want to give us some crap, that's
all right.
Great.
Crap's on me tomorrow.
We're not normal.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. It's time to talk about something that'll make all our lives a little smoother. We're all familiar with PayPal, right? PayPal is the trusted and rewarding way to pay. It gives you more savings and more flexibility, which is always great to have. Don't just pay, PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
Elvis Duran. Low battery. Recharging.
Scary. More jumping jacks. You're falling.
Another 10?
Here you go. Give me 10.
6, 7.
Make it 20. Keep going.
9.
You're here to keep us going, keep the world moving.
Power up. Woo!
Good job, buddy. How do you feel?
I feel like I got more energy.
Battery full. Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
I am just doing cartwheels. So excited. One of my favorite rides at Epcot, they shut down. They're actually bringing it back, and it's going to open July 22nd.
I'm going to guess.
Go ahead.
Is it Test Track?
Test Track, absolutely.
I knew it.
I loved Test Track.
Yeah.
Test Track was my favorite ride. Well, you get to test new cars. Or I don't know. How do you? It's a fast car thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fast car thing, and like you kind of when it was before, you built your own car, like on the simulated
assembly line,
and
right.
then on the assembly line, and then it goes so fast. You get in the car and it goes. Whoa! And it takes off.
Yeah, you're
it's
outside
insane.
too. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
you remember Test Track, don't you, Frog?
Oh yeah, Test Track's awesome. It's Caden's favorite ride there.
I can't believe they took it away, but it's back. So thank you, Disney, for entering my email and my and making my dreams come true. No, it's people were very upset when Test Track went away, but now here it comes. Okay, there's my announcement number 1. Announcement 2: we have a restaurant that we love in New Jersey called MV. It's in Bernardsville. Our friend Michael Vitiello, his dad, as well, Pat. They opened it 4 years ago. They're celebrating their 4th anniversary this weekend, or today, and right now, this week. And congratulations to MV for 4 years. I remember the first time we went. Unbelievable. And now all the celebrities go there. It's really great food. It's a great vibe.
That's awesome.
And, restaurants, sometimes it doesn't matter if they're great or not. Sometimes they don't work because of whatever reason. This thing is working. And they should be very proud of themselves over there. And they're very good friends. I love that. Also, this just in, Danielle has proclaimed that she is indeed the loudest person in any room that she walks into.
I have a question.
I don't disagree.
What's that?
Danielle, what exactly happened to make you realize this? Because, the rest of us have known, so I just want to know what was the straw that was like, that's it.
So, at my nail salon, so I always say hi kids to everybody or goodbye kids. Even if you're not a kid, that's how a lot of times I'm like, bye kids, have a great day kids. I don't know, that's just my thing. Anyway, yesterday I was at the nail salon and I walked in and I'm like, hi kids, and everyone in the nail salon turned around to look at me, and then I started laughing, and then I'm like, why is everybody looking at me? And then I realized, because I make an announcement when I walk in because I'm the loudest person every single time. And then I have conversations with people, and then I realize everyone in the nail salon can hear my conversation because people start chiming in. They're like, oh my God, I saw that Broadway show, or oh my goodness, yeah, I love that restaurant in New York City. And I'm like, I just said that from across the room. So then I realized.
Where else this happened?
Yeah, where?
At the Miami International Airport.
Oh, yes, well.
We were walking out the door and Ja Rule was walking in, and Danielle makes a Fire Festival line, and he turns around and looks at us. I'm like, Danielle, he heard you.
He knows.
You are the loudest woman in the room.
So
You're the loudest person in the room.
I kind of realize it now, and you know what? I'm okay with it.
You should be.
I am okay with it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to accept the crown proudly. Thank you very much.
You should.
Yeah.
You know what? Nothing wrong with it. But I'm glad you finally came to grips with this. And it's good to know.
I made lots of friends in the nail salon yesterday. I
bet you did.
We were talking about all kinds of stuff.
As long as you're not trying to tell a secret, it's all great.
It wasn't,
right?
No.
All right, well, let's break it down.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there are many audio files or people who understand the concept of sound and the science of sound that would tell us why you are technically the loudest in the room. It's just the way your voice is tuned.
Yeah.
It's
the way it carries.
You're hitting these frequencies.
Yeah.
That not a lot of other people are hitting at the same time, and you hit them with full throttle intensity and commitment.
Yes. I commit.
I mean, we have soundproof doors here at the studios.
Yes.
We hear her.
What?
That's how I know what time it is in the morning, because when I'm recording, I need silence, and at right around 5:30-ish, I hear Danielle when she comes in, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hi, kids.
And I try to be friendly to everyone. Oh, and it was funny.
And that's fine. We love that. But I'm talking about the technical, scientific reason why you are.
We went to see Aunt Juliet, right? And Joey Fatone was in it, and they took us backstage to say hi to him. And it took him 2 seconds, and he goes, there she is. There's that voice. I'm like, thanks, Joey.
And that's good. Again, we love it. No problem. Yeah, Frog.
I have a question. So I tend to talk loud as well. Like people will say to me sometimes, you're talking really loud, and I don't realize it. Do you think part of the reason we talk loud is because we wear headphones every day? And
you're deaf?
Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, do you talk loud sometimes?
Sometimes, not a lot. And when I'm really drunk, I do. I'm told to shut up. Yeah. Yeah.
Nate, do you talk loud? Scary, you talk loud?
No, I could whisper. Some people don't even have that. They don't even know how to whisper. But I can whisper like this. Some people can't do that.
It's creepy. No,
I ain't got that gene.
Yeah, with the creepy gene? No, that's
no,
good.
the whisper gene. I ain't got that.
You and Danielle have that gene. You have that scientifically proven, I'm sure.
Oh, Danielle, we got each other.
The frequency of your voice, it hits... You know, if you were, let's say, a cat or a dog, and you don't even understand what the English language is or what these words mean, you could hear the difference in sound between, let's say, mommy and daddy. Yeah. In your house, Froggy, daddy's the loud one.
Yeah,
in Danielle's house, mama. Mama Bear's the loud one.
My favorite is when Sheldon and I are talking and he goes, "Do you know I'm standing right here, right?" Like,
Yes, Nate.
I'm not blaming you. Let me just put this out there. I'm not blaming you, Danielle.
I'm going to kick your ass in about 2 seconds.
For something.
You know, I have hearing problems now. And I have the seat that is closest to Danielle. I'm not saying you caused it.
It's
but you're definitely exacerbating.
I know the life you've had. It ain't me.
It ain't helping that your volume just achieves a level that I don't think anybody else in this studio is capable
So
of.
move your freaking chair.
See, hear that?
That's loud. You have headphones on. You don't even hear me now. You
Nate,
have headphones on.
you being deaf has nothing to do with Danielle.
It ain't helping. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, you've had 900 strokes and all kinds of crap. It probably has something
Danielle,
to do with it.
I got a question for you, Danielle, and it's going to get kind of personal. So, let's say you and Sheldon are in the throes of passion.
Yes.
Now, is it really loud in there?
No, I'm very good at keeping myself quiet. Remember, I have children. So
okay.
You have to work on those things.
Okay, just wondering. I mean, people are asking.
No, I can't.
What about when there's no kids around?
I can. I mean, if I want to, I can. But I tend to be a little more quiet.
And we have this thing going on. It's a technical issue that we deal with in this business. Every microphone is hooked up to what's called a mic processor, and they're all customized to the sound of our voices to make it come across as whatever is. I don't know what the parameters are, but they do something. And Jeff, our engineer, has said Danielle's mic processing is probably one of the most challenging jobs he's ever had in the history of engineering in his life.
Yep.
Because when you start talking, it hits these loud frequencies, and it's like it blasts through and distorts. So he's got to bring it down.
Yeah, always. And when we first started doing this, and I first went on air, I remember we used to get a lot of emails. And when you first start, not everyone's going to like you. First, we know that. And I would get some emails about my voice, and I remember crying. Elvis, do you remember? I would cry.
Oh yeah.
And you would tell me, "Don't cry. Frame those." And I would go, "Why?" And you would say, "Because one day you're going to look back at it and you're going to go, see, I'm fine now. Everybody, a lot of more people like the voice, but frame it." And I was hysterical. I remember one day I ran out of the studio hysterical, crying.
You were always upset about that, but you were always loud.
That's what I came with.
And you know what? I know now you've come around. Now it's no big deal. What's up, Gandhi?
So we record podcast episodes in this studio after everybody's gone, and I can't sit anyone at Danielle's seat because you can't hear them. Yeah. Because they speak at the average volume, and I reported to our engineers, "Hey guys, there's something wrong with Danielle's mic because whenever someone sits there, the levels are so low." And you know what he said to me? "What are you, dumb?" He said, "I back that thing down because she comes in so loud." I said,
"Of course.
Oh,
don't
duh.
ever change."
See, nobody will sit in your mind.
If you speak into Danielle's mic, you have to scream.
Yes.
Otherwise, no one will hear you.
And also, that voice is what got me on that flight that one day. We were doing the thing where they tried to make me check a bag, and there was no reason to check it because there was plenty of space. So when we get closer to the entrance of the plane, I took the tag off. And Danielle, I don't know if she thought she was whispering or what she was doing, but she said, "Did you take the tag off the bag?"
Yeah.
That gate agent.
They came right over and took her.
They walked down and onto the flight. They boarded the flight.
Stop doing
to get
illegal things, and we won't have these problems.
Never, ever rob a bank with Danielle.
Nope. Everybody will know.
Camilla is on line 19. She says she has been told she has a loud voice too. Hey, Camilla, this is Danielle. Camilla, let's see where this goes. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Let me just tell you something. Me and one of my sisters, I have 3 sisters, and I inherited this voice, and I get doors I'm a registered nurse, and I get doors slammed on me at doctor's offices all the time. And
Why?
my sister has this voice. They can hear my voice 100 feet down the hall.
Oh.
And so they'll come running down the hall, and they just slam the door on me. It's gone on for years.
This happened to me
And
not too long ago because where my Michelle, who cuts my hair, she has one of those little salon pods, that they rent out of a big building. So in the building is also massage places and all kinds of other places. Well, I forget, and I tend to stand in the hallway talking really loudly when there's a massage in progress. And people have come out and said, "Shh, we're working."
Oh, yes. Oh, I hate this. But I don't know what the deal is because I used to get really offended. But now I just try. I'll tell you what I do is I raise the pitch of my voice just a little teeny bit to see if I can get it to stop carrying so far. And
Why?
entire restaurants. Entire restaurants. I'll be sitting in a full-packed restaurant, and I'll just start talking to somebody, and the entire restaurant will just turn around and listen to me talk. It is so weird.
No, Camilla, may I just make a suggestion? If not that you have to hear it, but don't change anything. You be you.
Yeah.
Don't change anything.
That's right.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, what else can I do?
Well, look, we got to turn the phone down. She's really loud.
Love that laugh.
It's distorted. It's really funny. It's distorting on our phone, on our equipment. We have to turn it down because you're so loud. I love that. Don't change anything. Be loud. Be proud. It's all good. Camilla, thank you for listening to us. Appreciate it. Danielle, be loud. Be proud.
Yes.
What? What?
Yep.
Let's get into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right, Vance Bolter is being charged with multiple state and federal counts in connection with the murder of Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. He appeared in federal court Monday charged with multiple crimes, including stalking, murder with a firearm, and firearms offenses. He also faces multiple counts of second-degree intentional murder and attempted murder in state court, where a Minnesota judge ordered Bolter's bail to be set at $5 million. If you missed it, state lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed in those attacks, while Bolter is also charged with shooting Democratic Senator John Huffman and his wife. Over 45 state and federal officials were listed in Bolter's notebook as potential targets. Purdue Pharma is entering a $7.4 billion settlement with 55 U.S. states and territories. The states and territories accuse the company behind OxyContin of fueling the nationwide opioid crisis by aggressively marketing its products. The settlement will also end the Sackler family's ownership of Purdue Pharma. Money for the settlement will go to the state and local governments, individuals, and Native American tribes. Since 1999, there have been more than 850,000 opioid-related overdose deaths in the U.S. That is according to the CDC. And finally, the Thunder came back taking the series lead after recording a second straight win with the NBA Finals. Oklahoma City defeated the Indiana Pacers 120-109 at home in Game 5. Jalen Williams led the way for OKC with a game-high 40 points. The Pacers will host the Thunder in a pivotal Game 6 on Thursday in Indianapolis. And those are your 3 things.
Hey, is Lisa Lampanelli coming in next?
She is.
She's here.
Oh, my gosh, another loud one. All right, Lisa Lampanelli coming in. Bring them in.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
With the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo everything. Your favorite band's merch, you can Venmo this. Or their next show, you can Venmo that. Visit venmo.me/debit to learn more.
Venmo purchase restrictions apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Oh, wow. Lisa Lampanelli's been in the room for less than 60 seconds, and already my anxiety levels are through the roof.
You love it, girl.
How many many years have we been friends? All of us have been friends for...
Like maybe 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And you are one of the few people who helped me with my career back when I was a nobody. And now that I'm back to being a nobody, I'm back on your A trying to do a podcast. Isn't that fantastic?
Stop.
Please. You never were and never will be a nobody. Not at all. Not at all.
Thank you. But thank you for the opportunity, Elvis.
Oh, please. I remember the first night they said, you got to come watch Lisa Lampanelli do her show. I'd seen you do this and that, but I never saw your show. Or your stage show. So we went to this little club in the village, and we sat down, and you started in. And I was like, you guys want to have her on our show? No, there's no way. I was entertained.
Dude, so just how wild it is, though. I was thinking about the old days when I used to come on. I used to be an insult comic. I don't do that no more. I'm nice. So what happened was Elvis would have me on, and they would literally, people of different ethnicities would call in and have me guess their ethnicity, you know? And that was the day when you could say a lot of stuff. Not that I want to anymore. I'm not a dumb C. So we save it all for the memory bank and relive it that way.
But don't you remember, like, if you didn't insult, like, say you didn't insult Italians that day, right?
Correct.
The Italians would call and say that they were mad at Lisa for not insulting them.
Exactly. I mean, I'm so shocked Italians complained. No, it was literally like they wanted to be included. And that's why I'm lucky enough that I had the career when I did. Because back then people were like, oh, include me. And they all had a sense of humor. So I just like to say when I retired in 2018, I canceled myself before I could get canceled. I said, I'm done.
Well, I know. But I'll tell you, Gandhi, this is before you knew us and we knew you, a lot of people in the Indian community would call and be offended that she would not insult them.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
Just offended.
I believe it. I encountered her when I was an intern, and she got me immediately, and I was like, oh, I like this.
Oh, you did? That sounded very sexual the way you just did that. I enjoy that.
Wow. So, God, the last time we spoke was at the wedding, I think. That's been 4 years. We've talked since then, haven't we?
Well, we've talked. I've run into you in the studio, and you've given me that, I'm so famous and you only have a podcast, Lisa thing.
Wow. I never ever did
and I was
that.
like, I get it, Elvis. You're elevated, and I'm
That's
not.
not true.
No,
That's not true.
No, we bumped into each other, but I have, you know what? We went to like the North Shore Animal League event, saving the little doggies and the kitties.
We
it was
did.
fantastic.
And rabbits. We had Lisa at her own table with, and I handpicked the people at your table at the wedding.
They had to be well dressed, mostly homosexual, right, or good-looking women. That's all I hang with. I don't like uglies. No uglies is how I
You ran the table. You ran the big gay table at the big gay wedding.
I know.
You were incredible.
Thank you.
Having you as their host. You were the official host. I actually said, Lisa, it's more than you sitting down at a table full of strangers, but you had people with you as well. So you are the host of the big gay table.
Well, the good thing is I'm very entertaining. As you could tell, I have a terrific personality, and people enjoy me. Shut up, Danielle. I mean,
I love you so much.
And this other one, Gandhi's looking like she's convinced I'm actually interesting, but the rest of you are like, yeah, we don't care about her.
I enjoy you. I have a good time.
You.
You're welcome.
Well, that's how this whole silly podcast thing started, Elvis. Remember, Gandhi had me on hers, and then you're like, come podcast with us, and I got tricked into working for you for free.
Were.
Yes.
See that?
Actually, it's a gateway.
Actually, you pay us in a way. We'll find a way. We'll invoice you. Okay, so Lisa Lampanelli's podcast is called Shrink This.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And you haven't missed a beat. You are still on top of it. You are ahead of the pack when it comes to your thoughts, your philosophy. You help people. Believe it or not, this crazy woman helps people.
It's true.
You really
I am the life coach for the masses with the potty mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I think humor has to be included in who I am, even though I'm a helpful broad, you know? People write letters. They compliment me, and then I read the letter. By the way, if you send me a letter, that's the only way you get on. Is at first it's a compliment, like you're beautiful, very thin, never needed Botox, ageless, timeless, great beauty, and the best comic who's ever lived. If they say that, then I help them, Elvis, because I'm a giver, as you know.
As you know.
She's a giver.
Yes, I am.
As you know, as I know, as we all know.
Except not sexually. I'll tell you something, Elvis Duran.
Okay.
I'm 63 years old and I don't need it. You know, I am.
Are you
dead.
done? Are you done?
Dead from the waist down since I was 50 years old, and I don't care because you know what? It keeps me from effing lousy guys. I say to myself, Lisa, you're protected, you're safe. You just go home and you have a good time with yourself. That's it. See how clean I am for the air? You enjoying yourself?
Okay. Wait, hold on. So Lisa, let's turn this around. Let's say you had a guest or a call or whatever, and they said, you know what, Lisa, I'm 28 years old, and I've given up on sex because I don't want to have to deal with relationships. I don't have to deal with it. What would your advice be? I'm at 28 years old.
28, I'd probably say get therapy because I even wear a shirt during my podcast that says go to therapy because these people, they got to look within them and what their frickin' problem is. If someone's truly asexual, that's fine. They'll figure it out, you know? But if they're just sad and they've been abused by men like Scary, which I get, he's a terrible human and it hasn't come out yet, but me too. I would just tell them, look inward for the answer. Because, Elvis, don't you feel that every answer is within us already?
Yes, but sometimes we need someone to help us mine that out. And
I take out a pickaxe and I go to town on these bastards.
Yes, you do. Oh, my God.
So what have you been up to, Elvis? I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at it. I've been up to this. We've all been up to this together. We've been talking lately a lot about how this family that we've created over the years is just really where we want to be in life. It's friggin' awesome.
It is true because acceptance of your failures is a lot. Acceptance is always the answer. You're surrounded by these people who haven't got a pot to piss in. And you know what? I approve of that.
He's our meal ticket.
That is true.
No. That is not the case, and you know it.
No, they're fantastic. You are lucky because that is a nice crew. Because when I retired from comedy, I realized that I had to really start over and make a whole bunch of new friends because I moved to Connecticut. I was like, I don't know anyone here. So this community is very important, and I had to build that. It only took me 8 years and a lot of kissing of frogs, not literally, just tonguing them. And then I finally built it up. So community is important.
It is. It's everything. Surrounding
is.
yourself with the right energy. And we have it every day. And then we add some spice here and there. Like, for instance, with you, Lisa Lampanelli, sitting in that chair.
It's true. Like, I would say you
Makes
have
our
it.
day.
I listen to the show, and you have it maybe every other day. I don't think it's always clicking, I have to tell you.
That's more than I thought. You're very generous.
I'll send you notes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, how would you help us?
No, I love you guys. You know that.
Damn it.
Girl, you good.
Fair. So when it comes to your podcast and the letters that you're getting, obviously aside from all of the compliments, what are the most common threads of things that people say, help me?
Well, there's a lot of stuff about, obviously, my issues have always been weight and food related, body image related. We get a lot of that stuff. We have a 2-parter on friendship that we did because friendship's so important to me and it's such a struggle to have adult relationships like that. We're going to do an episode on should you tell your husband or partner everything, because I firmly believe you should not.
No.
Well, let's talk about that.
You should have tons of secrets and have sex with other people.
Oh,
That's
yes.
I'm just
This is great advice. This is sound advice. I like this.
Unless you have a hot husband like yours, Danielle.
Thanks.
Let me tell you something. I follow that cat, if I could call him that, on the Instagram.
Yes.
And he is cool as hell.
He is, and he's a cutie.
He's really cute.
Yeah.
And he has
He's all
kept
right.
his looks, because some of these old guys, that's the problem, Elvis. That's why I don't care about not dating. Because if I went on, say, Silver Singles or Rhea for old bastards, I would get disgusting old 60-year-old men. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want a 40-year-old or nothing. And I ain't getting no 40-year-old, so I might as well give up.
This is what my mother says. My mother's 76, right? So I
Yes.
said to my mom, so Ma, you meeting anybody like at the Golden Age? Wait, and her answer to me is, Danny, the guys I want don't want me, and the guys that want me can't walk across the room.
You know what? That's truthfully true because, see, here's the problem. You know who I blame for this whole thing is Dennis Leary, and I'll tell you why. 2 years ago, I was watching this Rescue Me. It's this television show with these hot firemen. And I realized, ooh, he's sexy. Ooh, maybe I want to someday have a sex with something. And you know what happened? I realized, yeah, because he's 42 in the show. I don't want to have sex with 65-year-old Dennis Leary, but the 42-year-old, hello, mama. So here's the problem, Elvis. I can't be inappropriate with the young men, so I just stay home and do whatever. Right, Danielle?
Right, Lisa.
What's the cutoff?
The cutoff? Well, I tell you what, it's pretty gross. I guess 50?
That's good. That's good.
I guess.
Why not?
But also, I'm very wealthy. And, you know, I don't like these users. I don't want to be used for my money and power and great beauty. It's hard to be judged for this loveliness, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm starting to feel like I'm understanding you. I'm getting it. After all these years, it's starting to work. I get it.
Again, right?
If you're just turning us on, Lisa Lampanelli's here. She is a part of the Elvis Duran Podcast Network.
Yeah!
With her podcast called Shrink This. I mean, I know that you have a lot of fun with everything and anything you do, but I'm sure from time to time it does get some serious. You have a serious moment or two, right?
No. I would say 70% of it is advice and really good, like, intro, like, to have people sort of ask questions of themselves. And yeah, I have a co-host, Nick, and we're funny together, so it's really good. But we're both damaged goods just trying to help other people. And so it's sound advice, I would say, because I'll listen to the episodes to approve them, because you never know when iHeart's trying to pull a fast one and have me yell.
This is true. I don't trust him.
I would not either. So I'm like, oh, this is really good advice. However, it is humorous. I can't cut that out of my life. You know what I'm saying,
right.
Elvis?
And nor should you, because it makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? And mental health shouldn't be down and dark and sad all the time.
Correct.
It should not be. Mental health should be something fun to work on, because that way you're not afraid. You're not afraid of it, you know?
Right. A little humor without deflection goes a long way.
Gandhi wants to know what sort of life advice. If you're so hot on yourself for being the life advice giver, Gandhi, go ahead and ask her.
No, so do you have some life advice for us, the people in this room, based on things that you have observed?
I mean, I've always thought we should get rid of Scary. That's been my non-negotiable. It's just been a non-negotiable.
She didn't like him.
I said he's shifty. There's something going on there.
In the old days, she said she was our onboard terrorist.
Yeah.
She told me to my face.
Remember, you said his eyes were too close together.
Wait, that was the old Lisa. Now I only say he's still a terrorist.
What is your purpose here? That was her opening line.
I think that's the problem. I never really understood he had any reason to be in this room with this stellar talent. I'm just kidding. You know that, right?
Of course.
Look how nice I've gotten, Elvis, that I fact check that.
I know,
okay,
yeah.
right? Are you okay?
You have to fact check it.
Did I trigger you?
I know. But you know, you've said several things since you sat in this chair today. And
Yes.
getting back to what Gandhi was asking, what advice do you have for us? You seem to be a true believer in all of us being already wired with our answers.
Correct. I think
we just need someone to help us get them out.
Right. I think really people are afraid to sit still long enough to have the answer rise up from within them. So they take a poll of everybody else. You ever notice when you have a decision to make, you call this one, that one, the other one, and see what they tell you? It's never going to be their answer. It has to be something that you get comfortable with, and you sit there and you go internally. Problem is, nobody wants to slow down. So once I retired, I was like, ooh, I have the answers within me, but I got to let it settle and come out. You know what I mean?
And plus, when you ask your friends for advice, you already know what you want them to say. Because when they say what you don't want them to say, you're like, well, why are you saying that? Well, my answer to them is, well, why are you asking me if you don't want to hear what I have to say about you? But we have the answers inside all along.
We do. I just think we're afraid. We've been told like we have to, look elsewhere for anything. We have to look outside of us for happiness. That's why people buy 10 million things and shoes and bags and 40 houses like Elvis has. I mean, you just keep buying houses. What is the point of that, Danielle? I personally...
You can't live in them all, right?
When I retired, I dumbed myself down to one house. And I said to myself, boy, I'm happier than Elvis, because he must be miserable to be so wealthy. He needs all those shoes with the red soles. Lisa doesn't. I have shoes with black soles and a heart with a black soul also.
I know, but you're living a life. You're second homeless, and it doesn't bother you at all, and you're fine with it.
I know it's really, really sad when I got rid of those houses. No, it's so weird. I think we just medicate with a lot of things, and it's nice to get older. You'll see Elvis someday when you're my age. You'll figure it out.
I'm basically there.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 60.
60.
I'm 60.
Well, I'm 60. 60.
16.
I'm about to be 64, so as you're elder, I say your life is meaningless and sell your houses and see what you think.
I'm going to start working on that. But you know what? It is nice to declutter. And
Yes.
It's not only about decluttering your house and your drawers and your closet.
Yeah.
It's about decluttering your head.
Well, yeah. It's about
Like you put-
decluttering a lot of limiting beliefs, like things.
And,
I
and
couldn't-
limiting people.
Yeah.
And people that we allow to cling on, and we need to let them go. Let them go.
Is this the way of saying you're getting a divorce? Because I would fully not like that.
No, I'm not divorcing. Not quite yet.
Because I
We're good.
really think he's the best thing about you.
Oh, okay.
You know I joke, I kid. By the way, I do joke, I kid about that. I wonder though, if you did get a divorce, which you won't, which one of you would get custody of me? Because I've had friends who got divorced and they had to figure out which one gets me. So who would I go
That's a
with?
part of it.
Yeah.
Look, the older we get, doesn't matter if you're in your 20s or 30s or 60s, your friends are divorcing. No, I would get you. I would fight. I would go in front of a judge to make sure it's all you're legally bound to me.
Oh, I
No
would
problem
like that
there.
a lot. Thank you. Wow, this is really, I feel so treasured now that I wasn't worth the trip from Jersey, but I'm worth that. It feels great.
Lisa.
No.
Listen, let's talk about the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going with this? What's the point?
Listen.
I know it's a stupid question, but it needs answering. What's the point of your podcast?
You want 100% honesty?
Yeah.
Okay. When you texted me and said, hey, I liked your podcast with Gandhi, you should come podcast with us, I was like, wow, that's great. Because Elvis Duran, you're one of my heroes and fans. I love you. I said, let's do this. And I said, let's do episodes to help people. And hey, if it takes off a little, it takes off a little. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just want every episode to be fun. I don't like putting pressure on myself to achieve anything in life because it doesn't really make me happier. But coming in every week and doing a podcast and having a blast and laughing and working with the people here, it's been great. So that's
you had a podcast before. I was a guest on your podcast several years
that
ago.
was in an inferior network.
No,
No, it was.
Is it a network issue? Was it a network issue or was it a you issue? You just weren't ready to do the
Always
podcast.
someone else's fault. That's the one thing you'll learn on my podcast. Never take the blame for anything. No, they weren't bad. No, it was just a limited run, just like, anything is. So, hey, I enjoy it. We have a good time. We'll see what happens. What do you think of that, mister?
But what's the point? Helping people. That's all you've said. Well, if it boils down to that, then that's what?
I'm a sweetheart of a gal. I try to coach people. Because that's the thing. You know me. I'm kind of a born coach. I like telling people what to do. Nobody listens to me in my life. So I can't give my advice to friends and family. Like they're always like doing their own thing. So this way on the airwaves, I get to tell people and hope they do what's best.
Yeah, and you're
for
helping
me.
them with laughter as well.
Thank you, miss.
You're welcome.
With hot husband Shell Bread. Hey, Shell Bread. How's it going? It is great, by the way. I just want to circle back to that he has kept his looks.
Yes, yes.
And
he's very handsome.
And like you never change either.
Thanks.
I resent it, but I'll work it out tomorrow in therapy at 11 a.m.
Is it true they say the people with the best advice are the people who really need the help the most?
Yes, because every shrink is the most effed up person. You ever notice you only work on your psychology if you're going to get a PhD and be a therapist, you're going to have a lot of problems. So I always look at my shrink and go, who you talking to, batch? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're the most horrible people, but we want good for other people. That's good.
Okay, so you're putting yourself in that same category. Well, even though I'm great at helping others, maybe I need to be open to be helped myself, and I'm still struggling with that.
Oh my God, constantly. No, I will never not go to therapy every week. I go.
You still go?
Oh God, yes. I go tomorrow at 11. I'm not joking around.
Wait, do you make your therapist laugh?
No, never.
You don't crack any jokes?
No, I
during
cry
therapy?
immediately because I always get very serious because I'm not there to entertain her. Okay. I say, listen, Pixie, which is her name, which is weird. And I have to bring that up tomorrow, too. I'm going to say, stop it. That's fake. That's fake, and I don't appreciate it. No, but I go right in. Because why waste time? I'm 63. I could be dead tomorrow. Wouldn't it be great if I was?
No,
it would be great because I do not fear death. I fear other people dying, but I don't fear my own death. So if I die, Danielle, tell Shell Brett I'm going to tongue kiss him in the afterlife. Just kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm kidding.
Okay, let's go. I want to get back to your therapist.
Go ahead.
Pixie. Have you ever had a therapist that just looked at you and went, I don't know, I don't think I'm the one for you?
Oh, no. I remember
not a fit.
I remember going with my first ex-husband. I remember going to counseling, with marriage counseling, and after 1.5 hours, the shrink goes, this is obviously a bad union. You should get a divorce.
Oh, my God.
No, it was.
Okay.
He's right.
But
He's
in
right.
the first half hour.
I mean, you could assess that because I hated the guy. And he goes, but then he goes, but you, and he points to me. He goes, you, I got to see alone. And I was like, hey. And it's been therapy ever since. No, I love working on myself. Oh my God, I love it. I mean, it's hard because you learn some stuff about yourself you don't like, but then you try to change it and not be as douchey as you were the last week.
Well, people are afraid of learning more about themselves. So afraid that they don't even know they don't know themselves yet.
I know.
So
I've been scary.
Oh my God. But that's a hard one to dig up. It's a hard thing. It's a difficult thing to dig up things about you that you're afraid to admit to yourself or you're afraid to talk about to anyone else, including yourself.
I know. But I guess after doing it since I'm age 25 or so, I'm like, 40 years of this, it's great because there's nothing I'm going to find out that is going to send me over an edge. There's no repressed memories. It's just I still got to work on that codependence. I still have to work on my protective instinct to just jump to all my friends and defense when they don't need it. So all my stuff I'm kind of aware of, and weekly you get the chance to work on it. So hopefully the podcast will help others do that too. If not, they'll get a chuckle, right, Danielle?
Exactly.
Yes.
I love you. I've told you this. We've all told you this many times. We love you very much.
I love you, man. You're honestly, you're like the tops to me. You're the guy who would always have me on. And remember in the old days, you never had comedians on. You had me, John Panette.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
did we lose Elvis?
God rest his soul.
Oh, okay, because it says connection lost on the screen, and I was like, oh no, great. Now he's died now.
This is my brain. This is my brain. It's not the Zoom.
No, but John Panette and me, and you would be like, we never have comics, but you guys are different. And I thought that was great. That was really cool of you.
And he was. But we adore you. And I know Gandhi is. You should get back on Gandhi's podcast.
Anytime. I like her so much despite her heritage.
Thank you. I know it's a hard one to get past.
I would just like to say that's the only racial thing I've said. And it's because we're friends. So if you have a letter of complaint, go F yourself.
It's a safe space.
But also, can I do a shameless little podcast plug and just say, if you do have a question or want advice about any sort of mental health topic or relational thing, send it to shrinkthisShow@gmail.com. If you don't know how to spell that, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spell it for you because if you're that stupid, you don't deserve an answer.
Wait, is it Shrink This Podcast or Shrink This Show?
Shrink This Show at gmail.com. Don't worry, someone got it wrong. I'm guessing that was my producer. And guess what, Celia? You're fired! They give me an intern, and this is what happens.
We love Celia.
Just kidding. She is like my faves because she can take a joke with us. She's a good gal. But send a letter, give me a compliment, and we'll give you advice. Honey.
Shrink this show at gmail.com. Of course, it's Shrink This, the new superstar studded podcast. On the Elvis Duran Podcast Network. And I'm serious. You really should hop on to Gandhi's podcast.
No, I will.
And Gandhi, you should go on hers. We should all go on each other's. Let's do each other.
I mean, hey, I promise you, Elvis, if you come on my show, you can do it from any of your 12 houses. I said, why not? And wear your fancy shoes, okay?
Wow. According to you, I've sold like 7 7 houses since we started this interview.
I
This is
know. I just
fantastic.
like exaggerating your wealth. It's fun.
Stop it. I love you. Lisa Lampanelli.
Woo, I love you guys. Thank you. I love you, Elvis.
What was that? Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. Who's this? Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Wow, Lisa Lampanelli. Shrink This is the podcast. Make sure you listen to it. We love Lisa. She's Lisa. There's really no else.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Love her, love her. Let's get into a Danielle report. Danielle,
Yes.
come on, let's go. What do you got going on today?
Well, my favorite rumor, of course, is the Michael Jackson rumor, who supposedly died 16 years ago, June 25th. But tomorrow, apparently, it will be made public that he faked his death, and that Marshmello is actually going to remove his helmet, and we will find out that Marshmello is indeed Michael Jackson. I'm just saying, it's out there.
Can't wait.
It could happen, and it's out there, so we will see if this happens tomorrow. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I love this article. 10 celebrities with weird pets. So, Kristen Stewart grew up raising wolf hybrids. How weird is that she wound up in Twilight with Jacob the werewolf? I don't know. Selma Hayek adopted a rescue owl back in 2019. Leonardo DiCaprio in 2010 attended a North American Reptile Breeders Conference and trade show, and he left with a 10-year-old tortoise. We don't know if he still has it. He possibly does.
Wow.
Paris Hilton, remember when she got that kinkajou a couple years back? I don't know if she still has that, but remember that. Nicolas Cage, apparently he has owned sharks and octopus, a 5-foot lizard, and 2 venomous albino king cobras. So yeah, he likes them.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
Am I alone? I mean,
No.
Okay.
I don't want that either. I
don't
maybe I should open my mind to new exotic animal experiences.
Maybe.
Sure.
And Vanilla Ice once owned a wallaroo, which is a cross between a wallaby and a kangaroo. What are we watching? Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. America's Got Talent. Also, Sirens and the Ocean Gate documentary. We're all loving that. So if you get a chance, check it out. And that's my Danielle report.
And you finished Sirens. You like it?
Yes, I did. We did like it. The ending is a little interesting, but it's definitely worth watching.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Danielle. Oh, there goes Elvis.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Apple Original Films and Warner Brothers Pictures' F1 the Movie is a heart-pounding underdog story from the director of Top Gun Maverick. F1 the Movie, starring everybody's favorite Brad Pitt. And trust me, see it on the biggest screen possible. Only in theaters and IMAX June 27th. Rated PG-13.
Every morning. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
You know, I'm married to this guy. I think he's a toddler. I really, truly do.
Uh-oh.
I mean, let me ask you a question, Danielle.
Okay.
Your husband, Sheldon, does he pick up after himself?
For the most part, yes. There are certain things that he does not.
Oh, your sons, do they pick up after themselves?
One yes, one no.
Okay, the one that doesn't.
Oh,
I'm living with that.
God. Sorry.
This morning, I found a pair of shoes in the sink. I'm like, why are there shoes?
What?
Well, I guess they were dirty, whatever. So he just leaves them in the sink.
Oh,
I'm like,
my gosh.
Divorce.
No, there's no divorce.
Immediate.
But just leaving bags of trash everywhere from his birthday gifts and stuff. And his birthday continues for another week, so I got to keep cleaning up like stuff. It's like I feel like I'm just walking. Plus, I have 2 dogs. They're peeing and crapping everywhere, and I was like, oh my God.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's Preston. You're living with Preston.
Is it really?
Oh gosh, please.
He pees and craps everywhere?
No, not that part. Thank goodness, not that part. But I walk in his room and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like what? It doesn't even make the hamper. It like gets really close to the hamper, but doesn't actually get in the hamper. I'm like, yeah, push it a little bit further, then get it in.
What Alex does is, I'm going to go fix the whatever. So he'll bring out like 3 different sizes of screwdrivers. And then he'll open the thing he needs to fix and leaves it open, just sitting there. And he just leaves it there. I'm like, hello? All right, just ask you if I'm alone in this. If you think that, if you think that any of us are living some crazy glamorous life, you are wrong.
I think I'm the feral raccoon of the relationship.
Are you really?
Yeah, for sure.
You leave stuff sitting out?
I'll put it away when it moves me. But Brandon, former military.
You'll put it away if it starts moving.
Yeah, or that. Oh, no, Brandon's former military, so, he puts everything away. He rolls his shirts in a certain way. Everything's, like, folded and tucked. And
my
Not
God.
me. I come home and you see a trail of me undressing.
We know exactly where you are at all times.
We follow it right to the couch.
Let's go around the room. What's on the minds? Sorry, I had to give you what was on my mind. It wasn't very positive. It wasn't rosy. It wasn't cheery. Let's see. Music here for you. Danielle, we'll
Yes.
start with you. What's
Okay.
going on?
So yesterday, I gave away in the free crab phone tap that goose, remember? And you
Right.
dress him, you put clothes on him. It's from Gaggleville. That's where you can get your own. Well, now the listeners have been sending me pictures of their geese, I guess, from their homes. I cannot believe how many listeners actually have a goose that is dressed up in clothes, and they're sending me pictures of them in their outfits and everything. So thank you very much.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It is a thing. So if you want to get your own, it's Gaggleville, like I posted yesterday, and it's very cute. There's lots of costumes, and thank you for all the pictures you guys have been sending. I'm loving them. So thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
It's this hidden community of
It is.
goose lovers. That
I guess so.
And they dress them up strange. Scary. What's up with you today?
It's such a coincidence you were talking about Alex being so messy and all that and leaving a trail behind him. Oh my God, that was my around the room, is that I've become a new man. In the past month or so, I have made for sure that anytime I take a piece of clothing off, it goes either in the hamper, or if I'm going to use this shirt or whatever, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to hang things up. I'm going to hang up my jeans. I caught up with myself so much that my apartment is spotless, and I cannot begin to tell you how amazing it feels to go home to a very clean, neat, orderly apartment. All my sneakers are in their compartments behind the door.
Oh, scary. What are you doing the rest of your life, baby?
That's just me. I mean, I used to be like Alex. I used to throw stuff all over the place, and I used to live in a
but
pigsty.
was there a point where there was something that happened that made you stop being a slob, or what happened?
I'm just sick of spending an hour cleaning up after myself.
Well, they say that the clutter that surrounds you is the clutter in your head. By the way, someone sent a text. Elvis, have no fear. My husband piles his crap on my kitchen counters. Listen to this. I have stopped cooking because that is my protest.
Oh, that's good. That's a good protest. Wow.
You leave your crap around, I'm not going to cook for you. Starve.
It's going well.
Froggy, what's up with you today?
So I rolled over in bed this morning at 12:38, and I was like half awake, and I did the swallow, and I'm like, I have a sore throat. It hits you like that. Like when I went to bed, I felt fine. Woke up this morning, congested, sore throat. Like, who the hell gets a cold in June?
Summer colds are the worst.
Well, guess what? I got it.
Could be
I got
COVID.
that. Stop, Gandhi.
Okay.
You may have the bid. You may have the bid.
I don't want to believe that.
Coronavirus. We all had it last summer, so it could be.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason,
we did.
We did. For some reason, I keep waking up every day in between 12 and 12:38, like every single day. I don't know why. It's so strange. I know the other day we were all talking. We all woke up at 1 something in the morning.
Yeah, we were all awake at the same time. Didn't even know it.
Very
And
weird.
then someone
so
said, you
weird.
should have called me. No one needs to be calling anyone. Hey, Nate, what's up with you?
Okay, so I just finished season 4 of Clarkson's Farm. It's on Amazon Prime. It's one of
Love
my
that
favorite
show.
shows. It's so
I haven't seen
good.
this season. I want to see it.
I just have to say, if you're a farmer, you've farmed at some point in your life, God bless you. That looks like the hardest job on the planet.
Yeah.
And not only that, if you watch this season, I'm not going to give you a spoiler, but maybe I kind of am. A crop can just fail. Like you can spend all year growing barley or corn or something, and then you just have rain for 3 weeks, and it totally ruins the 4 months that preceded it. So God bless you. If that's what you do for a living, you got a hard job, but thank you for doing it.
I so agree with you. You know, these farmers, not only are they responsible for keeping people employed and their families fed and money coming in, at the same time, they're helping, give us the nutrients we need to keep our salads built and keep our meat butchered. And, they work so hard. And it's true. It just, on the turn of a dime, a whole crop can be just wiped out for any and every reason.
And then all of a sudden you're left making no money for the year. It's crazy.
God bless our farmers. God bless our farmers. Hey, producer Sam, what's up with you today?
Something I hope everyone gets a chance to do, which is equal parts fun and stressful, is plan a bachelor or bachelorette party for someone in their life. While we're away, I'm going to be going on my youngest sister Farah's, and it is a lot of work to balance that many personalities and people, and it's expensive. expensive and there's stuff to shop for, but I'm so excited to just celebrate her for one huge weekend and decorate in a way that I think makes her happy, and it just feels like one giant surprise. So I hope everybody gets a chance to shower someone with love like that, because this is awesome, and I'm also glad it's my last, because my other sister's already married.
Done. I'm sure someone else will crawl out from under a rock and invite you to one of these things.
I'm busy. Thank you.
Hey, let's roll into Gandhi's head today. What's going on, Gandhi?
All right, if anybody is looking for a tutorial on how to do everything wrong, I highly recommend watching the Ocean Gate documentary. I know we were talking about it in the room off the air, but it was spectacularly terrible. I cannot believe what this team of people did. The guy at the head of it, Stockton Rush, what a person he was. And it's no shock that it went down the way that it did. Yep. And if you just need to, say, hey, I want to feel good about myself and how I'm doing things today, go ahead and watch that, because it was shocking.
When you watched it, did you think all the people that survived after he passed go, yeah, it was only a matter of time. We knew that was going to happen.
They said it in the document. I don't want to ruin too much of it, but yeah.
Part of they do say that. I didn't see the whole thing, but I want to finish it.
Oof.
Because of your recommendation.
Wild.
It's true.
Spectacularly terrible.
It wasn't like he's out there just doing something simple and whatever. He was putting people in the worst spot they could ever be in as far as safety goes. And,
right. And he had a team of people saying, hey, this is unsafe. And he'd be like, thank you for your opinion. You're fired. Yeah. It was crazy. Crazy. Don't ever run a business like that. Listen to the people that are there to keep you safe. It's important, as we learned.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to go watch it. It's Ocean Gate, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Titan, Ocean Gate.
Let's do it. Let's go over to Garrett for his sound. You got a lot of stuff today. What do you want to do?
Yes, let's start with some commencement speeches from the last 2 days. Start with Steve Carell. He was at Northwestern University giving the commencement, and this was what he had to say when talking to the graduates about his advice.
Today I'd like to talk about something quite simple, something that is important to me, and something that I believe we need more of in the world. My topic this morning is kindness. So please just shut up and listen.
And then halfway through his speech, he goes, you know what? Let's start dancing. And the whole arena started dancing, including the teachers up on stage. And so that was a lot of fun. Now we move over to Dartmouth University, where Sandra Oh gave the commencement. And if you remember Sandra Oh from Grey's Anatomy, there was a popular scene where she was not feeling well. So her and Meredith Grey decided to just dance it out. And she did just that with her speech.
It is possible to move discomfort into joy. Remember this feeling. Carry it and care for it, and then give it to others. Thank you. Who wants to dance with me? Let's go.
And then they broke out into a sea of dance party right there. All right, this came across my timeline this happened about 5 years ago. Gary Frank from Fox 17 in Michigan. He's the meteorologist. He just had enough with the rest of the anchors being upset with his forecast.
Every time I get done with the 7-day, you guys are like, oh, gosh, oh. Every time. Doesn't matter what time I come on. 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. And then you expect me to be chipper for 5 straight hours. It's miserable. I want you guys to say, wow, that's great news. It's going to be 60 on Friday. Well, what do you want me to do? Lie to you? I'll put 70 every day next time.
He's got a point. He's got a point. He really does. They have to be the bearer of bad news a lot. We've had rain every weekend for 8-9 weeks.
Yep.
And of course, when they do that forecast on Friday, your weekend forecast, everyone in that studio hates them.
How could you do that?
It's all science. It's science.
All right, finally, let me introduce you to David Cummings. Now, you might not know him by name, but you'll know the voice that he does for a very popular cartoon we all know and love. He got to meet his grandson for the very first time and did the voice for his grandson.
You're braver than you believe, smarter than you seem, and stronger than you think, and cute as a button.
There you go, Winnie the Pooh, of course. And he also does the voice.
Grandpa's Winnie the Pooh.
And he does the voice for Tigger, too.
Well, there you go. Good American Garrett. Thank you so much. I like that. God, we basically have time for a song. Hey, pull that song up, Scary.
Okay.
Where is it? We need some Kid Cudi.
Sure we do.
We were talking about Kid Cudi this morning, and it was like, Scary, let's play Kid Cudi. I've been thinking about Kid Cudi all day. I need it. What do you got?
Okay,
Scary.
I got Pursuit
Press
of
the Kid
Happiness.
Cudi button.
Hold on, I got to find it. Hold on.
Okay, stop talking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scary in a panic.
I got it.
Look at him. Are you panicked?
I found it.
Okay, push the button. Push it. Kid Cudi. Want to hear it. Scary. Do it.
Hey, I'm Ed Sheeran.
Hey, what's up? It's Saweetie.
What's good? It's Metro Boomin.
Elvis Duran.
Go.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.